course it pushes out tons of smoke at the back. Here it is on the left. Interesting to compare the manoeuvres of an aircraft like this. Watch out for the sun, by the way, if you're looking through binoculars. If you catch the sun in your bins, you're probably going to burn a hole in the back of your head, so probably don't do that.
I lost her.
Half Cuban. Now, I think Cliff Spink is going to do the other half of the half Cuban, so the aircraft will actually have described a complete figure eight in the sky. But anyway, look how big the manoeuvres are, big wide manoeuvres. Remember what the Typhoon looked like earlier? Everything was done very tight. That's the difference in modern aircraft and this type of aircraft. And there's another derry turn as Cliff takes it out to the right. Almost certainly the most famous combat aircraft of its day. Came into service at a time when the P-51 Mustangs and P-47 Thunderbolts were the main combat fighters, big piston-engined aircraft. It was originally a straight-wing aircraft, but as we can see, turned into a swept wing. Cliff coming in for a barrel roll now. Prototype achieved more than 600 miles an hour with a small 3,750 pounds of thrust engine. This engine is a GE turbojet, nearly 6,000 pounds of static thrust. I think the Air Marshal's going to do us a 4-point roll now. So we'll see him. You can see all that smoke. There's the first 90 degrees, second, third, fourth. 4-point hesitation roll. But actually, if you think that smoke looks bad, you really ought to have seen the B-47 Stratojet bomber, which had 6 of these GE engines. But by contrast, interestingly, the Sabre's big adversary in the Korean War, the MiG-15, didn't have it didn't have an American engine. It had a very close copy of the Rolls-Royce Nîmes, which our clever government had let the Russians have, and that didn't make any smoke at all. So the US pilots in Korea would say, if it smokes, it's friendly. Hundreds of Sabres were ordered, went on to achieve much success in the war. Their E and F models got marked superiority over the Russian MiG-15s. Here is Cliff coming in towards us with all that plume of smoke. It's almost as good as having a smoke generator. Sort of a bleak 360 turn, a kind of loop canted on its side. Interesting man, Cliff Spink. He was an Air Marshal till 2003. He'd flown all of the Royal Air Force's recent jets up to the Tornado F3, Nat, Hunter, Lightning, Phantom. He was the boss of 74 Tiger Squadron. Flew on some of the RAF's most famous squadrons, Treble 1, 56, 74. He also flew the BBMF Spitfires and Hurricanes. He always says says that his hobby is flying airplanes. The Bouchon, the Spitz, the Hurricane, the Corsair, the Mustang, the Sabre, the Hunter, the T-33, or as he says, plus any others when I can wrestle them away from other pilots. I think this is Cliff's final manoeuvre now. This was actually the 50th production Sabre, and as I said, it's the only A-model Sabre left in the world. It's the only Sabre of any kind flying in Europe, and the oldest operational jet still flying. So here she goes, and there goes Cliff Spink, and a lovely final fast fly past. Twinkle rolling as he goes. Smashing sight. Heading off into the afternoon sun. Thanks very much to Cliff Spink. Oh, he's changed his mind. He's going to do one more pass now. That's supposed to be his final one. One more pass from... I thought he said west to east. Oh well. Maybe that means we get another one after this. But the whole thing was running slightly ahead of time, so the BBMF is not due for another, well, 6 minutes or so. So yes, he is going to give us another pass from west to east. Because actually, the way we're looking, if you're looking straight across the runway, you're looking southeast here. The runway is 0624. They've been using 06. That's northeasterly heading. 060 degrees. So we can say goodbye to Cliff again. Oh, very nice.